Covering these kinds of films isn't very easy considering their quality is a little questionable, but that doesn't really mean it's bad. I went in the theater not really expecting to take it too seriously, and I didn't, but I still ended up having a great time. I really enjoyed it. Nicolas Cage's performance is definitely the highlight. That's the main reason you're going. Plot's fine. The comedy is really good. It is a comedy in essence, and just generally good experience. I feel like I'm repeating myself after the Mario movie, but I definitely did enjoy it more than the Mario movie, but it's definitely not a waste of money. So the movie Renfield follows Renfield, a character from the original tale of Dracula. He's kind of a real estate agent from old London who travels to Transylvania hoping to secure a good deal with a plot of land. He doesn't expect to meet Dracula, who eventually hypnotizes him, brings him back to London, and has him be his kind of slave to bring him bodies and all sorts of other things Dracula wants. I don't know. At least that's what my dad told me. I never read it. So anyway, the movie itself is pretty decent. It's kind of the same idea. I would have been pretty confused if I didn't know about the original story, but if you do, it does make a lot more sense. So Nicholas Hoult plays the character of Renfield. He's kind of like this timid, non-independent character who really relies on Dracula and is manipulated and abused by him all the time. He meets up with Rebecca Quincy's character, Aquafina, who's kind of a cop who's trying to avenge her dad who died in the Force. And they get mixed up with a gang that's linked to Aquafina's past, and prodigal son of the gang is played by Ben Schwartz, and I really liked his character. He was a lot of fun, really silly, just over the top. Same with Nick Cage, obviously. I mean, it goes without saying, Nick Cage is perfect. He wasn't in the movie a whole lot, but when he did, when he was on frame, he really made it count, and I think that's really important, because it almost made up for his lack of screen time. But at the same time, I would have been so much more entertained if I got way more Nick Cage, because he blows it out of the park every time. Special effects, pretty decent. No, it's not, I'm lying. Special effects left much to be desired. They used a lot of CGI blood, which is honestly just gross from a moviegoer's perspective. You always want to use practical blood effects because CGI just never looks good. You can't make it look right. And it was really disappointing because it ended up being a really gory movie at some parts. And when it was just CGI blood flying over the place, you lose the illusion, you're not immersed, it just looks bad, it doesn't work. The cinematography, the shots, nothing new, not really inventive. They have a fight with Dracula at some point where the lights are flashing or whatever. You know, they probably thought that it was really inventive, but honestly, everyone does that, every other movie. So again, I'm not taking it seriously. I'm just there for Nick Cage. You should be there too. So in essence, the movie's a comedy. Nick Cage, he makes practically every movie in a comedy. It's fun, it's entertaining. It's not blow your guts out laughing. The comedy's pretty dry sometimes. Rebecca Quinn's performance, pretty lackluster here and there. They gave her a lot of the jokes and they didn't quite stick because her performance just wasn't that good. I feel like the funniest parts were related to the gang and the whatever mafia, whatever they are, and of course Nick Cage, but otherwise, movie doesn't really have much to offer outside of that. All right, that's all I got for now. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to Daily Beacon. Next up, I'm looking at Evil Dead Rise. I just started watching the Evil Dead series. I've been meaning to for a while. Love it. I can't wait for the new one to come out. I bet it's going to be great. I'm hoping I'll have some good things to say. We'll see. Just stay tuned, look at the channel, and I'll see you again.